Listen to me. The most dangerous prison in the world isn't made of bricks or bars. It's built in your mind. Every day, most people wake up already trapped inside walls they built themselves, limits they chose to believe, fears they agreed to carry. And the crazy part, those walls past what feels safe. On a student studying late into the night while everyone else is out having fun. Every hour spent in discomfort, resisting distractions, resisting the easy path compounds into excellence over time. The hours no one sees are what separate the average from the extraordinary. You have to understand something very important. Success is not going to come to where you are comfortable. It doesn't knock on the door of ease. It waits where most people refuse to go, outside the warmth of certainty, beyond the fear of failure, past the excuses that sound so convincing in your head. Every great achievement in history, from the pyramids of Egypt to the first voyage across the Atlantic, required stepping into fear, stepping into discomfort, and saying, "I'm doing it anyway." So hear me clearly, the comfort zone will keep you alive, but it will never make you alive. Your dreams, your purpose, and your destiny are I need you to understand something right now. Wanting success is not enough. Wishing for it, dreaming about it, hoping it comes to you, it won't. Desire alone does nothing. You've got to want it like your life depends on it, like the air in your lungs depends on every breath. The Roman poet Ovid once said, "Chance is always powerful. Let your hook be always cast in the pool where you least expect it. There will be a fish." The only way to catch that fish is to be relentless, to chase it with every ounce of energy you have, to fight for it like survival itself is at stake. Think about the sailor lost at sea, gasping for air, fighting the waves. Every thought, every motion, every muscle is committed to survival. Nothing else matters. That is the level of intensity I'm talking about. That is the level of focus you must bring to your dreams. If you approach success casually, it will pass you by. But if you hunger for it like you hunger for oxygen, if you cannot imagine living without it, then nothing, no obstacle, no failure, no criticism can stop you. An inventor working late into the night while the world sleeps. Every moment of fatigue, every doubt, every failure, he pushes through because his need to succeed is bigger than his need for comfort. That need drives creativity, resilience, and action. That is how empires are built, how legacies are created, how ordinary people become extraordinary. You have to train your mind to crave success with the same intensity you crave life itself. Let every distraction, every comfort, every excuse fall away. Let hunger drive your decisions. Let desperation fuel your persistence, and let focus shape your actions. When you want it like you want to breathe, fear disappears. Doubt disappears. Delay disappears. There is only you, your purpose, and the relentless pursuit of what you were born to achieve. So ask yourself every day, do I want this as badly as I want air? If the answer is yes, then get up, move, sacrifice, grind, and chase it until it is yours. Most people think motivation is what drives success. They wake up hoping inspiration will strike, waiting for a feeling to carry them through the day. But let me tell you something, feelings are fleeting, motivation comes and goes like the wind. Discipline is what stands when motivation fades. The philosopher Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." Discipline is the heartbeat of habit, the quiet force that moves you forward, even when everything inside you screams to quit. Think about the athlete who trains at 5 a.m., rain or shine, sore or tired. They don't feel like it. They don't wait for a mood. They simply do it because discipline tells them that every action counts, that greatness is built in the daily grind. That's the power of discipline. It doesn't negotiate. Motivation might make you start, but discipline keeps you going when the path gets hard, when failure stares you in the face, and when no one is cheering. Here's a practical example. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb because he felt inspired one day. He invented it because he disciplined himself to experiment, to fail, to try again thousands of times without complaint. His persistence was not born from excitement. It was born from routine, from commitment, from refusing to stop until the work was done. Motivation alone would have left him in despair after the first failure. Discipline carried him all the way. Discipline is louder than motivation because it operates regardless of emotion. It's the voice that whispers, "Do it anyway," when motivation has gone silent. It's the force that shows up at 2 a.m. to study, to work, to grind, to push through what everyone else avoids. It is the bridge between dreams and reality. Without discipline, the dreamer remains just that. A dreamer with discipline, the dream becomes a plan, a practice, a result. You must understand this deep down waiting to feel motivated is a luxury you cannot afford. Life will not wait for your mood, for your inspiration, or for your comfort. Success requires action, repeated action, consistent action, even when it feels unbearable. Every champion you admire, from the philosophers who endured exile to the generals who fought impossible battles, understood that discipline trumps desire. Motivation will spark the flame, but discipline keeps the fire burning. So I need you to commit. Let discipline be your loudest voice, louder than doubt, louder than fear, louder than excuses. Let it carry you through when motivation has left the room. Your dreams are waiting, but only the discipline will reach them. Sacrifice is never easy. It's the part of the journey most people try to avoid. They want the reward without the cost, the victory without the struggle. But let me tell you something, the price of greatness is paid in sacrifice. The Roman statesman Cicero once said, the greater the difficulty, the greater the glory. Every moment you give up comfort, every hour you dedicate to growth, every choice you make to endure when others quit. That is the currency of your future success. Think about the farmer who wakes before dawn, working the land while the world sleeps. The sun is scorching, the soil is rough, and the work seems endless. Most would walk away, but the farmer endures. He understands that the sweat, the aching muscles, the long days are temporary. What lasts is the harvest, the fruit of effort, the life built from persistent sacrifice. That is exactly how your dreams work. The discomfort of today is the investment for the abundance of tomorrow. A young entrepreneur who spends weekends studying markets, learning skills and networking while friends are out enjoying leisure. The nights of isolation, the missed parties, the fatigue, it all feels heavy in the moment, but months and years later, that investment pays dividends. Opportunities appear, progress accelerates, and success becomes inevitable because they were willing to sacrifice what was easy for what mattered. Sacrifice also demands discipline of the mind and the spirit. It's about prioritizing long-term vision over short-term pleasure. Alexander the Great once said, "There is nothing impossible to him who will try fully." You must be willing to let go of distractions, temptations, and conveniences that slow your progress. Every time you choose the hard road, every time you put in the work when no one is watching, you are writing the story of your future self. You must understand this. Your dreams will never pay attention to your comfort. They respond only to commitment, to courage, and to the willingness to sacrifice now for the greatness that lies ahead. The life you desire is waiting on the other side of discomfort. The education you crave, the wealth you envision, the influence you hope to have, they require that you give more than you take in the present. So embrace sacrifice today. Endure the struggle, resist the temptation to quit, and hold your eyes on the life you are building. The choices you make now will echo for a lifetime. Your future will thank you for every ounce of effort, every moment of discipline, and every bit of comfort you left behind. Fear is one of the most powerful forces in life. It is quiet, subtle, and insidious, yet it has the power to stop dreams, to stall progress, and to keep potential locked behind walls you built yourself. But fear is not a signal to stop. It is a compass pointing you exactly where you need to go. The Greek philosopher Seneca once said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." Fear exists mostly in your mind, not in the reality of what is possible. Think about the explorer standing at the edge of uncharted lands, the one who sees the horizon and feels the pull of the unknown. Every step forward is uncertain. Every decision is risky. But the explorer understands that discovery, growth, and achievement are found only when you step into places others are too afraid to enter. That is the same principle for your life. Your dreams are waiting on the other side of fear, and nothing worth having will meet you in comfort. For an inventor submitting a radical idea that everyone doubts, their hands shake, their heart races, but they push forward anyway. That fear, the judgment, the failure, the unknown is exactly what signals that they are stepping into opportunity. Every breakthrough, from the dawn of human invention to the personal victories we see today, has been preceded by courage in the face of fear. You have to train yourself to act even when fear screams, stop, retreat, protect yourself. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action despite fear. Every time you face the unknown, every time you take a step forward without knowing what lies ahead, you expand your capacity to achieve. The life you want, the influence, the wealth, the fulfillment is waiting in territory that feels uncomfortable. Those who refuse to move through fear remain trapped. Those who embrace it step into greatness. Your mind will try to protect you. It will whisper excuses, create scenarios of failure, and build invisible fences around your comfort zone. But the world doesn't reward comfort. It rewards risk, persistence, and the willingness to explore. You must step into the unknown, not once, not occasionally, but consistently. Every small act of courage compounds, and over time, fear shrinks as your capacity grows. So lean into the fear, walk toward it, move into what terrifies you. Each step into the unknown is a step toward the life you were born to live. The greatest rewards are never in the familiar. They are waiting on the other side of your fear. Commitment is not a word. It is a lifestyle. It is the silent force that keeps you showing up when the world has forgotten about you. Most people talk about commitment, but few truly live it. The great Roman general Julius Caesar once said, "Experience is the teacher of all things." Life teaches the committed. Life rewards the relentless. Those who say, "I'll give it a try," are often left behind. Those who say, "I will do whatever it takes, no matter what," are the ones who move mountains. Think about the sculptor who chisels a block of stone day after day. Sweat drips, hands ache, muscles strain, and yet they continue. Each strike may seem small, almost insignificant, but over time, the sculpture emerges. That is commitment. That is the same principle that applies to your dreams. Every small, consistent action builds momentum. Every decision to push forward, despite obstacles, compounds into unstoppable success. A student studying tirelessly to earn a scholarship while friends are out enjoying leisure. Every early morning, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, they endure it all. That commitment, relentless and unwavering, is what turns dreams into results. Motivation may fade, circumstances may challenge you, but a committed mind does not quit. A committed heart does not negotiate. Success is the natural outcome of relentless persistence. Commitment also means prioritizing your life around what matters most. It means showing up even when it is inconvenient, uncomfortable, or exhausting. It means embracing the grind and refusing to compromise your standards. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Relentless commitment begins with mastery over your habits, your focus, and your actions. It is the discipline of executing on your promises to yourself, even when no one is watching. Nothing significant is achieved without unwavering dedication. Those who are half-hearted, inconsistent, or easily swayed will never reach the heights they dream of. But those who commit fully, who refuse to quit, who persist through pain, doubt, and rejection, those people are unstoppable. Life will challenge you. Opportunities may seem scarce. Fear and uncertainty will rise, but your commitment will carry you. So decide right now to be relentless. Let your actions speak louder than words. Let your persistence be greater than every excuse. Be committed, not occasionally, but in every moment, every choice, every breath. Because when you live with relentless commitment, success is no longer a possibility. It is inevitable. Now listen to me. Everything we've talked about, the fear, the resistance, the pain, the sacrifice, the discipline, it all leads to one undeniable truth. Your limits are not real. The only thing standing between you and the life you dream about is the story you keep telling yourself. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is your willingness to push past the comfort, to endure the struggle, to face the fear, and to commit relentlessly. I need you to take action today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Right now, decide that you will refuse to let excuses, doubts, and distractions dictate your future. Decide that every setback will be a setup for a comeback. Decide that you will work harder, dig deeper, and fight longer than anyone else, because you know that greatness is reserved for those who refuse to quit. Your dreams are waiting on the other side of fear, on the other side of discipline, on the other side of relentless effort. Don't just wish for them, go claim them. Stand up, push harder, commit more. Step into the unknown, face the resistance. And remember, this pain is temporary, but pride is forever. Your future is calling. Answer it with everything you've got.